The Michael movie roared into theaters, shattering records. A massive $217 million worldwide debut in just one weekend. But behind this dazzling success lies a shocking truth. The Jackson estate is poised to collect tens of millions. In direct profit participation, upfront payments, and music licensing, the financial numbers are truly staggering. Plus, a massive wave of renewed streaming revenue could dramatically dwarf even the initial box office earnings. Yet, the family dynamics behind who actually sees this money are far more complicated than you might ever imagine. Let's break down exactly where every dollar is truly going, exposing the unseen layers of this thrilling financial saga. The Michael Jackson biopic, Michael, opened on April 24, 2026, roaring across theaters worldwide. It debuted with a record-breaking $97 million domestically, the best opening ever for any biopic. Globally, it pulled in an astonishing $217.4 million, instantly making it the #1 movie in the world. This ranks as the best start of all time for a biopic, smashing previous records like Straight Outta Compton. To put it in perspective, Bohemian Rhapsody opened to $51 million in 2018. Michael nearly doubled that figure. Jaffer Jackson, Michael's real-life nephew, made his acting debut, embodying the king of pop perfectly. Coleman Domingo and Nia Long play Joe and Catherine Jackson. The film was directed by Antoine Fuqua. Written by John Logan and produced by Graham King, the same visionary talent behind Bohemian Rhapsody. This powerful connection is key. It reveals the financial playbook from the very beginning of the project. The film carries a staggering price tag of nearly $200 million, making it one of the most expensive biopics ever. Initially, the budget was a hefty $150 million. So, how did it shockingly balloon to an additional $50 million? An unexpected legal complication forced the entire third act of the film to be scrapped and reshot. This shocking legal issue cost the production an extra $15 million, significantly inflating the overall budget. The Jackson estate helped pay for those costly reshoots. They're not just a name, they're vital co-investors. The immense costs were split three ways: Lionsgate, Universal, International, and the Michael Jackson estate. This three-way cost-sharing arrangement is crucial for truly understanding the complex financial picture unfolding. Lionsgate handles domestic distribution, Universal manages international markets, and the estate funded reshoots. In exchange for their investment, the estate receives a direct, lucrative cut of the profits, a powerful deal. So, how high can this incredible financial endeavor truly soar? The potential numbers are absolutely astounding. If ticket sales surpass $700 million worldwide, Michael will land among Lionsgate's biggest films ever. The $700 million figure isn't just for bragging rights, it powerfully unlocks the door for a lucrative sequel. And more importantly, audiences embraced Michael with an A grade on CinemaScore exit polls. This bodes incredibly well for box office longevity. Bohemian Rhapsody had a similar, impressive audience score. And that film soared to gross over $900 million worldwide, a truly massive financial success story. The film currently sits at 38% on Rotten Tomatoes with critics, but the audience score is a staggering 97%. Critics and audiences are living in two different realities, and the box office is clearly siding with the audience. IMAX alone accounted for $13.8 million, roughly 14% of North American ticket sales, a huge achievement. And $24.5 million globally, ranking as the company's biggest start ever for a musical biopic. Cinemas turned screenings into immersive events through Michael-themed dance moments and in-theater activations. People weren't just going to watch this movie, they were going to powerfully experience it firsthand. But all of these impressive numbers only tell half the story of the colossal money generated. The real question isn't how much the film is making, it's how much truly flows back to the Jackson family. To truly understand who profits, you first have to grasp the intricate structure of the Michael Jackson estate and how it operates as a distinct business entity, separate from individual family members. This isn't a situation where the Jackson siblings or children simply receive a straightforward check from the studio. The family, through the estate, is a co-investor in this project, putting up their own substantial money. This includes funds for the costly reshoots, a direct, crucial investment in the film's success. That $10 million initial upfront payment was a guaranteed sum, regardless of any box office performance. It covers the rights to use Michael Jackson's music and compensates the estate as a primary co-producer. In the best-case scenario, the estate's 25% profit participation could yield an additional $40 million or more. Profit participation is the specific Hollywood term for a powerful cut of the net profits, a tricky definition. At 25%, the estate is positioned to earn a massive check if the film crosses into blockbuster territory. However, profit in Hollywood is a notoriously slippery term, often strategically manipulated by studios. Studios use creative accounting to minimize net profits for decades, a common and accepted industry practice. But the Jackson estate's position is stronger than most, as they are co-investors, not just mere licensors. As a co-investor, the estate could be on the hook for millions if the film doesn't break even. But as an equity partner, they also stand to earn more if Michael becomes a Bohemian Rhapsody-sized hit. The film needed to hit a high threshold just to break even, a massive and risky financial gamble. Michael needs to gross more than $500 million globally to be truly profitable, a challenging yet achievable target. This impressive mark has only ever been reached by one other music biopic, the incredible Bohemian Rhapsody. This $500 million figure accounts for the huge production budget, reshoot costs, and extensive marketing, as well as distribution fees taken by both Lionsgate and Universal, further reducing overall profits. Anything above $500 million is where the real, substantial money starts flowing into the estate's coffers. Lionsgate is reportedly hoping for more than $700 million, including streaming revenue, to greenlight a sequel. That $700 million figure includes not just theatrical box office, but also home video streaming revenue and airline screenings. If that target is hit, the estate's 25% participation kicks into its highest earning bracket. But, and this is critically important, the estate's earnings don't go directly into the pockets of the Jackson family. They go into the Michael Jackson Family Trust, a legal entity with its own rigid and strict distribution rules. According to Jackson's will, his assets and posthumous earnings are allocated to this powerful trust, with 40% to his mother, Katherine Jackson, 40% to his 3 children, and 20% to various charities. Notice who is conspicuously absent from that critical list: every single one of Michael's siblings. Jermaine, Tito, Jackie, Marlon, LaToya, Rebby, Randy. None are named beneficiaries of the trust. The only family members who stand to receive money from the estate are Katherine and Michael's 3 children. Katherine is a life beneficiary, having received over $55 million since Michael's tragic 2009 passing. Her share is meticulously designed to support her for the rest of her life, a critical safety net. And any remaining funds in that subtrust pass directly to Michael's children upon her eventual death. So, when we ask how much the Jackson family will ultimately make from Michael, the answer remains complex. It depends on which Jackson family members you're talking about, and their specific legal standing. The estate will make tens of millions. Katherine and the 3 children will eventually see substantial portions. The siblings, however, will see none of it directly, unless separate individual deals are made with the film. Before the estate can collect a single dollar, the film has to recoup its massive $200 million budget. And the saga of Michael becoming one of history's most expensive biopics is itself a tale of legal blunders and escalating costs. This film about the Jacksons' rise from Gary, Indiana, is a financial windfall for the estate. But one controlled by two men not named Jackson, with most of the family watching from the outside. Like and subscribe.